Alright guys, so today we're working on an expedition, and the issue we have is that, I don't know if you can see that, there's a radiator hose, oil cooler, the oil filter housing that's integrated the same with the outlet of the water. It has a gasket in the middle. As it sensor, I already unplugged it. That gasket, whenever it goes bad, it starts seeping oil through from side to side, and then you start getting oil in your antifreeze. So if that's the case, come down here, go after this gasket in there. Now this has a pipe there that goes to the reservoir. This one over here goes to the radiator, and then the oil filter itself. So we're gonna take this off, hopefully without having to take any of the hoses off, and try to basically replace the gasket with everything in place. Alright, now this is gonna make a mess. I already drained the radiator, so it will be pretty much, the block should be drained out as well because there's no thermostat right there. So all I have to worry about now is the oil. Whatever little oil is gonna be dumping out. Alright, so let me do that real quick. I got 4 bolts. We got one there, one in the middle there. There's one in the back. I don't know if you can see it right there. This one right here. We got this one. We got this one right there, and then there's this one right here. They're all 10mm size. So let me take that off and hope that the oil doesn't fall on me. We unplug the sensor, of course, and now we just gotta unplug the rest of the stuff. I mean the studs. Alright, be right back. Alright guys, so I already took the oil gasket out. I cleaned the surface. So basically what you want to do is you want to move this out of the way. If you follow the fat hose right there, over here has a clip. You're gonna take it out of that clip so you can move this hose back. That way you can move the housing back a little bit far enough where you can take the gasket off, clean off the surface up and down, and now I'm bolting the new gasket back on. I want to present all the bolts, and the one on the back here, the one that I haven't put it on yet, that one on the back right there, you have to put it on and kind of thread it in first before the other ones. Why? Because there's at least on this one, this clamp, this head on this clamp is basically in the middle from the start actually being able to walk all the way out with the socket in there. And I used a number 10 small with a swivel on it and extension to be able to break loose all these bolts. So let me put that one on the back, tie all this stuff down, so that then we can start putting the sensor, put the hose back in place, make sure that the drain plug on the radiator is not open, and start filling it back up again. And I'll show you guys after I get this done, that gasket, what it looks like. Alright, be right back. Alright guys, so everything is back on, and I kind of cleaned the surroundings just to make sure that we don't have any oil around it. So everything is back in place. The hose is back on its clamp. The drain is secure. So now we're gonna start filling up the radiator. And after we fill up the radiator, we're gonna check the oil level, but barely no oil came out, so that's a good thing. So now let me fill up the radiator and I'll show you guys the gasket, what it looks like. Okay, be right back. Hi guys, here's the old gasket. I don't know if you can tell, but the seals are supposed to stick out from the plastic, and it doesn't. It's pretty flat on both sides. So when these seals, they get flat, the oil pressure is higher than the water, so the pressure starts seeping through. So you start getting oil leaks, and most of the time it communicates into the water source, and then you start getting oil inside the reservoir. But yeah, if you have an oil leak around there, is this gasket here. Alright guys, let me fill up the radiator and turn the car on with the heater on so we can bleed out the system, and then we get all the bubbles out. Alright, be right back.